Welcome to this webinar, Easy Properties users. It's a great privilege once again to talk to one of the developers involved on Easy Properties. Our latest property is in Umhlanga. It's called the Millennial, and I'm joined by Chris, and he is one of the partners of the development company that have put together the Millennial. So welcome, Chris, and good to have you with us.
Thank you. Lovely to be here.
Cool. So I'm going to kick straight off and talk to you a little bit about Avoca, the company that you're a partner in, the developer. Maybe give the users a little bit of a sense of that. Is this your first development? Have you guys been around the block? Yeah, maybe just tell us a little bit about that.
So Avoca consists of three partners. Personally, I started CBD conversions in 2004. So going on 20 years, I've been involved in the affordable housing space. Did 3 CBD conversions, and then in 2010, the three of us joined forces where we've been in other property ventures. And so we decided collectively to get together and do some development. We've done in excess of 3,000 affordable homes across the geography of the country. And yeah, so we just look for infill opportunities. So what we look for is an opportunity where we see that there's an opportunity obviously to sell, for end users to get some commercial growth. And so we've successfully done in excess of 3,000 units across the country.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about why the Millennial, why this particular site, and why this development, how many units? So yeah, tell us a bit about the Millennial.
So we did a development called Manhattan Muse in 2011, which was our first foray as Avoca into the market. And we saw the strength of the market. You know, the Umhlanga Gateway area is particularly in demand. And we did some market research, and we had just come out of 2 Belito developments and saw there's an opportunity here to buy some land from Tonga Hewlett, obviously under a bit of pressure. But one thing we do know about Tonga Hewlett land is it's serviced and it's zoned. So all those boxes are ticked. After the market research, we still saw there was a market from a price perspective to get into the market 20% lower than anyone else. You know, at the end of the day, Gateway's got everything you need. You've got Gateway Shopping Centre, you've got all the ancillary services, you're close to Ridgeside, and you're a couple of kilometers away from the beach. So at a 20% discount to the market, come into the market. We sold particularly well. We launched it 2 years ago, sold it particularly well, and yeah, our prayers were answered from that perspective. We did very well.
Cool. So you spoke a little about affording housing background. I mean, is the Millennial affordable housing, or where are you guys pitching this?
No, you can't say our prices are quite affordable houses, but where our big hub is, and this is where our due diligence on the area took, as we said, you know, what's the average price point in the Gateway area? Our average price point at the Millennial is 900,000. That includes VAT and commission. And yes, the units are a little bit smaller than the other units, and it's modern building prices, but you're still in an area where you can walk to everywhere, walk to work, walk to shopping, walk to play. You know, the cost of transport and cost of petrol. You obviously then got the green element of it, gas hobs, gas hot water. Solar is coming on the roof, which is going to be a solar supplement, you know, and so we've got the green element to your low flow faucets and that. So yeah, just convenience, price, and access to wherever you need to go, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, and Easy Properties users get a 5.4% discount as well. So there's an additional benefit for the people buying into the units. Do you think there's an overdemand now in Umhlanga, or do you think there's still strong potential? Your market research would have shown this in terms of rentals.
There's a strong demand. At the moment, you know, interest rates are kind of killing the sales market to a certain extent, not killing it, you know, it's putting some pressure on it, so, which means that the rental market's coming back. At the Millennial, we do allow Airbnb. And we've actually had occupation for 2 months, and the Airbnb guys are killing it at the moment. You know, with an oversupply of units on the long term, there's always a bit of downward pressure on the rentals initially, and then it stabilizes after a year or two. That's just an ordinary course of events. From a demand perspective, people are trying to get, you know, you've got a management association here, which is secure, and CCTV and 24-hour patrols. You've got a development that's secure. And so people are always looking for security. People are moving out of Phoenix, Verulam. They want to be closer to town, closer to work in a secure environment. And that's what Gateway still offers you.
Absolutely, that's well put. Future developments, I mean, what are you guys thinking of next, and your personal views in terms of property market in South Africa?
Listen, we've got to be honest about things. You know,
Crystal
inflation
ball.
is a thing. Interest rates are a thing, but I think from an interest rate perspective, we've got to get used to our reality. I think we got spoiled, and the interest rate decrease was a response to COVID. Let's be honest about it. Where we are now, I think, is our reality in the short term. Maybe some decreases next year, but you know, that's a crystal ball thing. We're still very bullish on Gateway. We're looking at another 2 developments with Nedbank JV Nedbank on the one side. So we still think that there's legs in the Gateway Umhlanga market. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but you know, those tick boxes are still there. You're close to everything, within walking distance to everything. And Gateway Shopping Centre still thing. You know, 2 kilometers from the beach. That's not a distance. So yes, we are investing more into Gateway. We are looking at, obviously, the Club Med is something that's going to be happening on the North Coast, and we think that's going to be a fantastic trigger for things for the next 24 months in the KZN area.
Great, thank you so much, Chris. So yeah, the Millennial available currently on the platform. The discount to Easy Properties is 5.4%. Estimated net rental yield is just over 10%, and the internal rate of return is just over 9%. Full details in the prospectus. And yeah, as always, we do a lot of work our side before we list properties on the platform. And Chris, I think you've given people a strong sense of the expertise behind this development, and we wish you well. And yeah, I look forward to partnering with you in the future as well. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's gone well. Thank you. Thanks very much.